Hello everyone. Found this 1948 nickel in my change. And when they look like this, pretty old, I always like to look and see if it is a war nickel. Oftentimes those will be black looking, like this one. That is a war nickel. This one is a Denver 48. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. We have this 1907 Orleans mint. It's a dime. And that's an O. Denver was starting to make coins by then, and if you don't look real close, you might mistake an O mint coin for being a Denver. But it's not. The other thing I always recommend, it's tedious work, is flattening staples. That way you prevent damage to another coin in a box. But this is a 1907 Orleans. I don't believe I had this one before. I have 1907 quarters, but not 1907 dimes. From Orleans anyway. This one is a quarter. It's 1998. It's a bit worn, as happens with these. Faintly be able to see the eye and the ear, but that's about all the detail on the face that you can make out, in the middle part. Now, the back is worn pretty bad too, but there's the O. So again, troublesome staples. And I literally have a lot of work to do on these flattening staples like this, because some of them I've not done. It's something you should do most of the time. Now, we'll set these down here for now. And I'm going to turn on my scale for this. 50-gram weight. So we put it on the scale to check and make sure it's calibrated right. 50 grams. 50 grams. Now, what we have here is 2 peace dollars that I got for 19 bucks a piece. And the question is, how many grams of silver am I actually getting with this? Or grams of coin, that is. And it's a 22 and a 23. The 22 is worn worse than the 23. I believe if I'm at least 25 grams, these will be under melt. This one, San Francisco, the 22. At least I think that's a 2. Pretty much looks like a 2. Although with the wear, I guess it could actually be a 3. It's really hard to tell. But this one is also an S mint. So they're both S mint, San Francisco mint. So we'll put one on the scale after we check that again. All right, get the weight off. It said, so what we're looking at is 26 grams for that one. It's worn a little bit. The other one, wait. This says 26, and this one says 2560. It's a little lighter than I expected that one to be because it looks less worn. I always do ping test. If I can keep it on my finger. I don't know how well you'll hear that, but that rang nicely. 90% silver has a really nice ring to it. But it's hard to keep on your finger. They do make a ping tester, but with big coins like these dollars, I don't think you really need them. So what I'm going to do now is recheck my scale back to 50. Take that off and put both of them on there and see how much coin weight I have. 51.8 grams. So how do you figure your silver? Well, today I just checked $28.20 for silver spot, 1 ounce. Morgan and Peace dollars are worth 21.81 each. But that's without being worn. So you take your calculator, and knowing that 21.81 divided by, that's how many grams it is for an or mostly uncirculated, how they started. Makes 81 cents, 81.59 cents per gram. So what I do is take that, what did I say that was, 51. Times 51.79, and that equals 42.26. So getting them for $38 means I got them at $4 and about 26 under melt, because they are 51.79 for both of them. So that's decent. Now, where they're going. I have this tube of Morgan dollars and Peace dollars that I've been trying to fill, and there's 8 of them in it right now, and these were all pretty much $18 or $19. So, and this Peace dollar here was 17, which it's worn pretty bad. I don't even remember what it weighs. 25.82. But as long as they're at least close to 26 grams and they're priced that much under the melt value, you know, a couple bucks under melt, then I can kind of fill this tube with these two, and now I have 10 in there. So I'm making progress towards filling this tube. Now I have another tube that I've got more low value, worn out dollars, coins in it, but this one I'm filling with the same kind of coin. I'll buy a 21 if it's not worn out real bad and if it's cheap enough, but I want to keep all these at $20 or less, and they all have been. So that's the goal, to get silver dollars under melt to fill up a silver dollar tube. And maybe someday silver will go up a whole lot and these will be worth more, a lot more, and I can sell them at a higher price than I paid, because otherwise it's just stacking some silver. But that's pretty much the video for today. I'm going to do a little couple shout outs. I'm going to go ahead and thank the Kansas Kid for sending me this poker chip. It's real cool. I want to shout out to Old Country Coin Collector and Frosty. And to Raven Ivy, who you can follow on Instagram, because she does a lot of silver sales, and maybe you can get something off her for a good price. And then I'm going to also shout out the Poor Man's Gold. Stack what you like. And then he's got his other stickers, silver stacking. But I hope everyone has a good day, and we'll see you next time.